Followers of my channel may have noticed I haven't put a video out for several weeks now, and to put it quite simply, I've just lost my mojo a bit. I think I'm putting it down to just general work-life balance, you know, having a young family, having an absolute whirlwind of a puppy, and yeah, just obviously YouTube and everything on top of it. It's just got a bit too much, and yeah, I've come out to try and rectify that this morning. So come out to Cannock Chase, a place that I know really well, and yeah, we haven't really got great atmosphere, well, no atmosphere, but what we do have is a nice thick cloud cover, offering up some nice soft light in this woodland here. Now, as I was walking along, I did notice a tree that I actually shot a couple of months ago back in summer, and it's this old petrified, I believe it's an oak tree, which has got some lovely character to it. It's got, actually looks like it's got an eye and a nose on it. I'm trying to think what kind of animal it is. Let me know in the comments what you think. But basically, yeah, it's this real sort of like old petrified oak tree, leaning into the right hand side of the image there, and you've got some silver birch in the background as well, and there's another old broken oak, real quite big one, on the right hand side. It's a really nice scene. It's similar to a scene I shot back in summer, as I say, where we had a mountain ash in the background with its berries starting to come through. But yeah, it's very different this morning because we have more of an autumnal feel, with some beautiful sort of rich golden colours on the silver birch in the background, and then some of the bracken started to turn as well. We're a little bit early for some of the bigger trees such as oaks and beech trees to turn colours yet, but the silver birch definitely have started to turn, and they've got a lovely rich golden hue to them. So what I've opted to do here is put my 100 to 400 lens on. I'm in it just over 120mm, so I'm doing a panoramic, sweeping left to right. It's about 6 images, and I'm thinking something like a 3x1 crop potentially. Having this main focal point, this main character on the left hand side, as I say, leaning in and going across to the right hand side, and as you see, you've got the old oak there in the background, and you've also got the silver birch. It's a real quite nice scene. And just finishing it off on the right hand side, there's a fallen tree as well, so it's just adding that little bit of extra interest. There is one issue, and I have got some little pockets just at the top of the canopy there where the sky is coming through, but it's so small, I think I might be able to just get away with filling those in if I need to. But if not, yeah, I think it's going to work out to be a really nice image and a great introduction back into the woodland after several weeks without any photography.
So, as I mentioned in the video, on location I saw this really as a 3x1 crop. Quite a wide scene, incorporating the oak on the left hand side, the oak on the right hand side, and obviously the silver birch and the fallen tree on the bottom right hand corner. But as I also got back into post, I had to go with a tighter crop, this time a 16x9, which is a bit more honed in on those main 2 oak trees and just a couple of the silver birch on the right hand side. I think both have got their merits. I think the wider pano certainly looks better on a bigger screen like this one. But yeah, in sort of the small world of social media, so to speak, I do think that the 16x9 crop also has its merits as well. But let me know your thoughts. Which one do you prefer out of the two, the 3x1 crop or the 16x9 crop?
I have to say, I really enjoy being back in the woodland. I even channeled my inner Courtney Victoria. Right, I'm not too sure about this shot. There doesn't seem to be enough of a sort of main character, if you like, within the scene, which I tend to look for. But I've come across this sweet chestnut here, which has got some lovely colours to it, where it started to turn. You've still got some greens, but you have got some yellows, you've got some gold, you've got some browns, set against the dark background of the trees behind. So I do really love the colours, and what I've done to sort of enhance that, if you like, is I've got in portrait orientation. I'm about 35mm, and I'm incorporating some of this bracken here, which has also got some lovely sort of rich, vibrant colours to it. You know, you've still got some greens here, you've got some browns, some golds, a real mishmash of colours, if you like, that complements the sweet chestnut there. So I'm going to pop it on screen. I don't think it's the best shot I'm going to take this morning, and certainly hope it's not. But yeah, let's go and see if we can find something else. Why not come with me? Now, apologies if you can't see me properly, because I'm actually backlit. For one very good reason. Whenever I come to a woodland, I'm always looking kind of towards the sun to try and get these backlit leaves, and especially this time of year when the silver birches are just starting to turn and the sun's coming through and backlighting the leaves here. Because you've got those golden tones coming through on the leaves, that just gets accentuated by the sun coming through. It's really, really quite beautiful. So I've zoomed in on my 100 to 400. I'm probably about 150mm, just on a little small section, just here. But you've got the silver birch on the right hand side with these arms leaning across. They've got, as I say, these beautiful golden leaves on them. And then there's a silver birch on the left hand side here, it sort of forks out a little bit, and then a kind of broken one in the middle. Just a real nice, sort of quite intimate scene, but with that backlight we've got coming through, and by using the 100 to 400, I'm able to cut out the sky. It just looks really, really nice. I'm really happy with this on the back of the camera. Let me pop it on screen for you now. Okay, so I've been walking for a short while, and I have found a shot here which I've not taken just yet, but I will take shortly. But before I do that, some of you may have noticed this morning that for the majority of the video, I'm wearing some new gloves, the Vallerret Markhof V3 Pros, and I tell you what, they are fantastic. I'm no stranger to Vallerret gloves. I've had the version 1 of these for quite some years now, and yeah, Vallerret have been very kind to send me a pair of these gloves to review, and as I say, first impressions absolutely fantastic, and a marked difference from the version 1s that I had. So I just want to talk through some of the features of these gloves and what makes them so unique and so fantastic for photography. So really the main key feature of these gloves is that the thumb and the finger flips back and is secured with these magnets here. So it just frees up those fingers on both hands. So if you're left or right-handed, it doesn't really matter. So you can easily access the buttons on your camera, no issues at all. Another key feature is the palms of the gloves. Now you can probably just make out this shiny sort of pattern on there. You've got this sort of like drawing of a man here and some mountains or forest in the background. Now that looks really cool, but that actually serves a function because these are super sticky. And yeah, whatever conditions, you can ensure you've got a real good grip on your camera and you don't end up dropping your camera like some other photographers I know. Another key feature is this sort of matte section of the glove here. That's actually suede and can be used at a push as a lens cloth, which is brilliant. So if you forget your lens cloth for whatever reason, you've got them on your gloves. Haven't tried them yet, but I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine. What a great idea. Some other key features as well. So on the back of each glove, you can see these zips. They can be used to store things like SD cards or even hand warmers. This one on the left hand side has another unique feature, which if I open it up, releases, if I can get my hand in there, this string. Now on the end of that string, what you have is a key which is used to help you attach your owl bracket or your Arca Swiss plate to your camera. What a great idea. Why don't all gloves have that? Now all these features are absolutely great, but what use is a pair of photography gloves if they don't actually keep your hands warm? Well, Vallerret have been making photography gloves for absolutely years. I've been using them for years as well, and I can tell you now, these actually this morning are keeping my hands too warm. So these gloves are predominantly made from goat's leather, some other material on the outside here, some polyester material, but on the inside they've actually got a finchlet insulation and also merino wool internals, which really do keep your hands nice and toasty, and also being merino wool, nice and breathable too, so your hands aren't sweating. So yeah, they really do keep your hands warm. It's far too warm, to be honest, this morning to be wearing them all day. But when we get into the depths of winter, these really will shine. Vallerret also do offer some lighter weight gloves and some more heavyweight gloves for different environments. So yeah, if these gloves don't sort of match what you need, there are other options available. But as a good all-rounder, I'd say the Markhof V3 Pros are the ones to get. So as I said, I originally had the Markhof version 1s, and they were fantastic, don't get me wrong, but these just seem a little bit more refined in the materials that they've used and the fit that they've got, and just look really quite nice. You know, I do love this sort of grey material here around the cuff, which keeps the elements out, and yeah, they just fit absolutely beautifully and are really quite manoeuvrable to use the camera. Now, why would I recommend Vallerret over any other brand out there? Well, for me, Vallerret are the industry standard when it comes to photography gloves. They've been making these for absolutely years, and they do market these really as photography gloves. With the features that you've seen this morning, you can understand why. There are other companies out there that make photography gloves, but yeah, it seems to me that Vallerret are the ones that really kind of started this market, if you like, and yeah, have just finessed it ever since. They really are well worth the money. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short review on these gloves from Vallerret. These will be coming out with me throughout all of my winter photography trips, and I really can't wait to put them through thorough use. So if you are interested in purchasing a pair of the Vallerret Markhof V3 Pros, I'll put a link in the description below. It's an affiliate link. I do get some small commission from Vallerret for purchasing the gloves, but it really does help this channel. So anyway, go and check them out. Now, in all the excitement of talking about the Vallerret gloves, I've made a schoolboy error. I should have taken this image first, then talked about the gloves, and then talked about the composition after. I didn't do that, and because I didn't do that, with the sun's come up now, breaking through the clouds, and it is really destroying this photo because you've got lots of little hot spots. But basically, what we have here is this lovely old oak here with some autumnal colours starting to come through actually. And there's one in the background as well, kind of mirroring it. And then you've got these silver birch on the right hand side as well. Just a lovely autumnal scene with this bracken as well, which is turning a lovely nice brown and golden colour. But with the light that we've got at the moment, this isn't going to work. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to chill out here for a bit, listen to the birds, and just enjoy being in the woodland. Because as I say, I've not been out with the camera for weeks. So I'm going to hope and pray that a cloud comes through and blocks that sun, because this does need some nice soft light for it to work. The hot spots we've got at the moment just won't work. So while I wait for the conditions to change, I just want to talk to you a little bit about what I'm thinking for a composition here. Let me spin you around and show you. So basically what I'm thinking is put my 100 to 400 lens on and take a pano going from left to right, pretty much going from about here, sweeping across, including the oak in the background just about there, this main oak, and then sort of finishing up over just past these silver birch here, just where these oaks are, just there. And yeah, going for quite a sort of wide scene, maybe a 3x1. So just basically taking the sky out and taking some of this foreground out as well. I don't want to take it all out because there are some, as you can see, some nice colours with the browns and the greens that we've got and the golds. So yeah, if the light works out, that should make quite a nice scene. Right, we've just had enough cloud cover come through just to soften the light and get rid of those hot spots. So I have just taken the pano. I think it's going to work out quite nice. Let me pop it on screen and let me know what you think in the comments. But I think what I'm going to do now, because it's It's nearly midday. I've been standing around here for far too long. I'm going to start heading back towards the car. If we do see any shots on the way back, I'll stop and talk you through them. If not, I'll chat to you when I get back to the car.
While I do really like the concept of this image, with those gnarly oak trees with those beautiful rusty colours, and the silver birch on the right hand side offering that level of contrast that you have, I just think I need to return in the right conditions, hopefully with a little bit of fog, just to separate some elements within the scene. As I say, I do really like the concepts of this. I just think it needs the right conditions. One to return to.
So I've made it back to the car. I didn't really see any shots on the way back, but I did come across a stag, but he was far too quick for me to get the camera out and grab a shot. Yeah, I really have enjoyed this morning out. As I say, I've not been out for several weeks now. Just been in a bit of a rut, to be honest with you. Just completely lost my mojo. And I think, as I said, it's just due to a number of factors, you know, just work-life balance, you know, having a young family, having a whirlwind puppy, and on top of that, all of this photography and YouTube stuff, it just got a little bit too much. So I just think I needed a bit of a break, to be honest with you. And yeah, that's exactly what I've done. Enjoyed spending some time with the family. Enjoyed just doing nothing. Moving forward, I can't see myself putting videos out on a weekly basis. And I think that is one of the issues. And I've only really got myself to blame here. I got it in my head that, you know, really I wanted to try and put out a weekly video if I could. And yeah, it just wasn't sustainable for me. So it kind of took the joy out of getting out doing photography and getting out and making videos as well. So I'm just going to basically put them out as and when they're ready. If that means there's a 2-month break between me putting a video out, so be it. It is what it is. It's not my job. It's just a hobby. I just, you know, I just got my head in that game of just trying to sort of feed that algorithm, and unless you've got that as a full-time career, it's, as I say, just not sustainable. So I do enjoy making the videos, I do enjoy the photography, but it needs to be at my pace, not at YouTube's pace. With that, I just want to thank my wife and also my photography friends, Steve Stain, Gary Sugden, Dave Peck, amongst many of us who've been really supportive while I've been going through this bit of a rut, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's just so good to be back out, but doing things at my pace. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the photos. If you are interested in purchasing the Vallerret gloves, as I mentioned, there is a link in the description below. I do get some small kickback from Vallerret if you do buy via that link, and it does help me go out on these trips to make these videos. So yeah, if you are interested, please have a look below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.